Is it hard for you to relax? Well, for workaholics such as myself, oftentimes we're labeled as not being able to relax. Now, I think I don't give myself credit at all for being able to relax. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, before I go into that, let me ask you, what do you typically think of when you think of relaxing? I've been taught all the stereotypical things all my life, which are swinging on a bench, a warm bath, yoga, meditation, drinking, a lot of things with drinking. And I don't drink anymore, and I'm terrible at doing yoga by myself. Swinging on a bench sounds terrible. I can only do those things when I'm sick, and that's because I'm unable to work, or when I'm on a vacation, and that's because I'm unable to work. But for the rest of my life, when I'm able to work, I need to be doing something to serve a purpose. That's just the way my mind works. It's not going to be able to be programmed any differently. That switch, it stays on. I used to be able to turn it off when I drank, but then I would get out of hand because I would drink too much. Now I just have to figure out how to relax with that switch flipped on. And you can do that. I can do that. And I think we're oftentimes taught you can't relax unless you can flip the switch off, and I don't believe that to be true at all. So how do I relax with the switch on? Well, there's several things I do that I find relaxing. I like working on the truck a lot of times. If I turn on my slow jazz music, man, you can't beat that, especially when I've scheduled it. That's nice. My new workout room, my new gym, oh, got a nice window air conditioner in there. Turn on my jazz music. I got my dry erase boards with my workout routine on there. I can see my progression. Man, that's awesome. That's relaxation for me. Another one is doing YouTube videos. It's a good way for me to get my thoughts out, to speak to people, because I'm really bad about going out in public and talking to strangers. That's terrifying to me. So this is a good way for me to communicate with people and share ideas. It's awesome. So there are things that can serve a purpose, they can be functional, and at the same time they can be relaxing. If you're deep in the world of psychology like me, they're going to talk about meditation a lot as a way to relax. Now, you don't have to be sitting in a room by yourself with your legs crossed, listening to peaceful music and having your eyes closed to meditate. You can just be working on a truck like me, because to meditate, you're generally thinking about one thing and you're in the moment. If you can make a list of ways to relax that also serve a purpose, that will really help you out, especially when you're stressed out. If you can think outside the box, then you can recognize those things you're doing that are good for yourself, and you can give yourself credit and be a little nicer to yourself.